What is up, you guys? It's your favorite cutie Tati, and please excuse me because I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. I feel like somebody got me sick, which is why people need to cover their mouths. It really irritates me. I'm about to start just wearing a mask in general. It's about to be that season where people coughing and sneezing and not covering their mouth, and I truly do not have time for this. So anyway, today's video is going to be about like how I prepare, or how I'm going to prepare for love and make it fun for myself. You know how sometimes when you are expecting something or you're waiting for something to happen in your life and it feels like so annoying and dragged out because it's like you're anticipating it in a negative way, like looking in your world and seeing lack, like, oh, this thing isn't here, like, oh, I'm not with anybody, and blah blah blah, and feeling sad and feeling sorry for yourself. I want to take the opposite approach, and I feel like I want to manifest this love that's coming in like any other love. And I also want to make more videos about love now, because you know what, like, I'm reading this book. It's called The Ethical Slut, and it's about all different kinds of relationships, not just the ones that we consider normal, which would be monogamy, or monogamous relationships, and then so different kinds of ethical non-monogamy, and just learning all about the different ways that people are existing outside of the cultural norms, which I feel like I'm not a very like not conventional, but what do they call it? You know what I mean, kind of person. So I'm like, life is long. I'm a person who likes to try different things out for size, because I'm one person who believes that sometimes you really don't know what you truly want sometimes until you get out in the field and kind of start seeing. Like, I don't know if the nuclear family is something that I'm actually even looking for, because I've even thought to myself, and oh, my bad, y'all. I even thought to myself sometimes, like, would I even want to live with my person? Maybe I would. I guess it would just depend on what our values are. Like, if we both could coexist together peacefully, as far as like making sure everything is clean, dividing like house chores and stuff like that. If we could do that, then I think it'd be cool. But since a lot of men don't carry their weight in the household, like, I feel like even if I was in a serious relationship at this point in my life, I might prefer to still to live separately. And I remember I told a guy that I was with that, and he was just like, no. And I was trying to ask him, like, why is this such a bad thing? Or have you even thought about this? Or what are your actual thoughts? Or why do you believe that things have to be this way? I feel like so many people in this world just accept things for face value. And it's just like, oh, like, this is what I see everybody else doing, so this is what I'm going to do. And I'm not really that kind of person. I feel like life is to be explored and to be lived, and it's just like you can always change your mind at any given moment. Like, if I decide that one day I do want a nuclear family unit, then maybe I'll do that. But for now, I'm just like looking at my life, how it's played out. I have a child. My child is almost to the point where he's in high school, which means that he'll be out doing his own thing soon. And it's just like, I don't know if that's really what I want for myself, because I know I don't want to have any more kids. So a lot of people who are in relationships or looking for relationships, some want that kid and all that, and I'm just not into that. There's been guys who have been like, oh, if he wants to have kids, and I'm like, no, stop trying to change. My mind is not changing. I'm not having no more kids. Literally, another head is not coming out of this cuckoo. It's not happening. So it's just like, no. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, let me explore other types of relationships. And I feel like I like people who are open-minded. And sometimes people who are open-minded live alternative lifestyles that might not be publicized to, the world and family and friends. But I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I'll be that girl. I don't know. So I'm reading this book, and I just find it super interesting. It talks about the history of how we got here, as far as the nuclear family, and how people demonize sex and different kinds of love that they don't understand, and non-monogamy, and people who like to have more sex, this, that, and the third, how they're villainized, especially women, and how they're seen as like, unethical or unclean or undiscerning, and blah, 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 and how we got here. So I'm just like, I'm in a state of exploration. But with that being said, like, while I'm manifesting love, whatever love that's going to be, I am starting to, gather things together. Like, I'm like, a fun way that I can manifest love is, I'm like, maybe go to the sex shop, get some cute stuff, like, that you can use with a partner. Like, I also got my Kegel set, mostly for me, like, because personal health is important. Make sure you're taking care of your personal health as a woman, and Kegels is very important. So I got this little weighted set that I really like. I just started it. I'm going to go through, I think it's like 6 or 7 or 8 weights. And I'm going to do upgrade every 2 weeks. And, just in preparation of being with a lover and having fun and exploring and, just opening my mind and looking at the connections that I have and seeing, like, is there anybody that I've been discounting for a certain kind of reason? Or, is there anybody that I'm, like, judging myself on, like, if I would want to try it with them for, like, reasons that are silly, you know what I'm saying? And just staying open-hearted. Also being heavy on, like, writing down and reminiscing and meditating on things that I like in relationships, things that I want to let go of going forward, like the kind of partners that I want, the kind of people that I will start to disregard a lot earlier, thinking about the values and everything, and, like, just being open and happy for where I am, and just knowing that when I call something into my reality, it always comes through. So just being more patient and happy, opposed to feeling like, oh my God, I'm, feeling like I need to rush the process and feeling sad and feeling this way and that way. Especially when I know that I literally have just quite literally changed my mind, the power to change your mind is amazing. But, I was okay with being single because I just had, I was going through my heartbreak or whatever, or, just repairing my heart, repairing myself from the damage that happened, and, like, trying to interact with certain other guys and stuff like that. And then also just being more open, like, and I've noticed, like, things have happened. So there was this girl in my life or whatever, and she recently just followed me on Instagram again, and she had told me a while ago that she was, like, attracted to me or whatever, and I don't know if I discounted it because of, like, my religious indoctrination, because I feel like in my heart that I probably could be with a woman, but I think because I was raised Christian, I'm still deconstructing, like, homophobia within myself, to allow myself to let in love, because I'm like, what if it's not working out with guys because I'm supposed to be with a woman? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I think women are they're just more giving, and we're more like, since we're already kind of trained up to be clean, help out in the house and stuff like that, I'm like, pairing with another woman can actually be super fruitful for me. One, because I won't have to worry about having a kid, and birth control, which is a major plus for me. And then on top of that, I'm like, I was actually talking to Clay's mom, and she was telling me, like, she would never go back to dating a guy because she was like, women help around the house, they'll help you cook. Like, there's certain stuff that just doesn't have to be explained when you're with a woman, because we're kind of raised up in a certain kind of way where men are more geared to just, like, receive services because they think that women are like their servants, a lot of them. Not all of them. I know I speak somewhat, like, general, but it is the mass majority, which is why I feel like there's so much disparity between men and women right now, because it's like women are starting to, or not even starting, we're in the workforce, we're doing all the same work, and then there's still men out here who are expecting women to go above and beyond and pick up a second shift and take care of all of the housework, still pay bills, still take care of kids. It's exhausting. It's so unattractive to me. But I know that there are guys out there that are also, like, clean and keep their space tidy and know how to, it's checks and balances. I feel like you have to judge people on an individual basis, which is why I'm still open to dating men. So it's like, if I date a man, he'll have the traits that I'm looking for. But also, I'm just like, what if, I'm polyamorous? I don't know. I'm open to being polyamorous. I feel like I'm more than capable of loving more than one person at a time. And that's why I'm excited to keep, like, reading this book and become more educated on what that actually looks like. And, just trying stuff, because maybe I'll try it and find out that it's not for me. Maybe I'll try it out and I'll like it. Maybe I'll try it out and decide, just literally the possibilities are endless once you get out of that, like, religious mind frame that demonizes everything that is not the nuclear family. So that's where I'm at. I'm just hopeful. I'm excited. I'm learning. I got books. Like, I got my Kegel set. I got, like, just different stuff that makes me feel sexy in my skin and makes me excited to explore. So if you guys are interested in my journey, just keep staying tuned. This is Talking with Tati. We talk about stuff all the time. Picking. Woo! This little sticky thing is messing up, y'all. Okay, I don't even know if we have time for a card, but I'm going to say, do it for yourself. I am worth happiness under my own accord. Love that. That's the perfect card. Reminder, I can try new things, even if it means doing them alone. Follow me everywhere on Oh Your Name is Tati, and also at It's the Tati Show, because it's the Tati Show. Thank you guys who have checked out the show, the first episode so far. Meet me over there if you haven't already, okay? Love you guys so much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.